Good afternoon, this is Samriddhi Singh.
This is Rupal Chaube and you're watching CityCast.
Welcome to our 6th edition. Our first story is about revenue site owners who get stuck without khatas in Bangalore. Our reporter Pavan Kumar has this story.
Revenue site owners are unable to get their khatas from the authorities after buying revenue sites. This will affect them in the future as they won't get any permission and also will be unable to resell these sites. People buy revenue sites because they get it at an affordable price compared to the conversion sites.
ನಾವು ಒಂದು ರೆವಿನ್ಯೂ ಸೈಟ್ ತಗೊಂಡು 8 ರಿಂದ 10 ತಿಂಗಳಾಗಿದೆ. ಅದು ಖಾತೆ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ. ನಿಧಾನ ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಬಿಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಅವ್ರೆ. 10 ತಿಂಗಳಾಗಿರೋರು ಇವಾಗ ಮನೆ ಕಟ್ಟಕ್ಕೂ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಮನೆ ಕಟ್ಟಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಪಂಚಾಯತಿಯಿಂದ ಲೈಸೆನ್ಸ್ ಬೇಕು. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಪಂಚಾಯತಿಯಿಂದ ಲೋನ್ ಬರಲ್ಲ.
In and around Bangalore, there are many revenue layouts, and in K. Gollahalli Panchayat alone, there are nearly 40 to 50 revenue layouts, which consist of 1,500 to 2,000 sites. However, people who buy revenue sites has to face problems after buying these sites.
Revenue layout na ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ. ಆ ಉದ್ದೇಶ ಏನು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ರೈತರು ನಮ್ಮ ಕಷ್ಟದಲ್ಲಿ ಜಮೀನು ಮದುವೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಅವ್ರ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಅವ್ರ ಮನೇಲಿ ಏನೋ ತೊಂದರೆ ಇದ್ರೆ ಜಮೀನು ಮಾರಕ್ಕೆ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ. ನಾವು ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಪರಿಪೂರ್ಣವಾದ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ನ ಕೊಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಈ ಕನ್ವರ್ಷನ್ ಅಪ್ರೂವ್ಡ್ ಲೇಔಟ್ ಏನಾದರೂ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಮಿನಿಮಮ್ 4 ವರ್ಷ ಆದರೂ ಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಮತ್ತೆ ರೈತರಿಗೂ ಬರ್ಡನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅದ್ರ ಬದಲು ನಾವು ರೆವಿನ್ಯೂ ಲೇಔಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ.
Expert says in conversion layouts they have to leave space for park and CS sites.
Government has filed a petition in the Supreme Court seeking direction order against the registration of revenue site, which is pending for order. Till the orders is passed, the state should stop all the registrations of the revenue sites.
Till Supreme Court passes the order, the registration of revenue sites should be stopped, says expert. This is Pavan Kumar for CityCast.
A WHO report finds a majority of cases of undiagnosed hypertension. Our reporter Akshay Lal tells us what are the repercussions of this.
A World Health Organization report shows that untreated hypertension leads to more than half the number of deaths due to heart attacks, strokes, and kidney diseases in India. The delayed diagnosis worsens the condition of the patients, making it difficult for treatment.
എനിക്ക് പതിവായി തലവേദനയും ഛർദിലും ഒക്കെ ഉണ്ടാകാറുണ്ടായിരുന്നു. ഡോക്ടറെ കണ്ടപ്പോഴാണ് അത് ഹൈപ്പർടെൻഷന്റെ ഭാഗമായിട്ടാണ് ഉണ്ടാകുന്നതെന്ന് പറഞ്ഞത്.
WHO report says that an estimated 188.3 million people in the country are currently suffering from hypertension. Doctors believe patients prefer to try self-treatment when they observe the symptoms.
So 99% of the patients with hypertension will not have any symptoms until unless it reaches the malignant hypertension level or more than 180, the systolic or diastolic more than 100.
According to experts, the only way to diagnose hypertension early on is by having regular checkups. Under the Program for Prevention of Non-Communicable Diseases by the Ministry of Health, community health workers visit each house and screen people who have the risk of developing such diseases.
The Ministry of Health has a community-based assessment checklist for the early detection of non-communicable diseases. So it is used to identify these chronic diseases at an early age. The individuals who are 35 and plus who have the risk of developing NCDs are screened for these diseases.
Experts say the change in lifestyle, stress and genetic factors are some of the key contributors towards increase in number of hypertension cases. For CityCast, this is Akshay Lal.
There are more women going back to work after a break in the city. Our reporter Hela tells us what makes this possible.
Women are seen returning back to white-collar jobs after taking career breaks. According to a report by talent platform Founded, Bangalore City has seen the highest increase of about 35% of women coming back to jobs. Career breaks in women include maternity, family engagements, pursuing higher education, marriage, etc.
And I took break of 3 months. The company offered me less than the pay what I used to get in my previous job. So when I rejected it, they have negotiated to pay the same amount what I used to get.
With more diversity hiring, the data shows that women are seen getting jobs in roles of software developers, standing at about 33%, in HR admin roles, operations accounts, etc., following close behind.
Industry has in general become very aware and acknowledged of women who take a break consciously. The opportunities which have come now, which are also offering a flexible work from home and hybrid model, which makes it easier for women with family engagements to come and be a part of the workforce again.
Upskilling opportunities like Upgrad and Coursera make it convenient for women to return back into the workforce. Experts say that women are being rehired after maternity and other career breaks due to their pre-existing experience in the workforce.
Rehiring women who have taken career breaks not only taps into a pool of skilled and experienced talent, but also contributes to greater gender diversity.
Women have many opportunities and benefits to enter back into the fast-changing workforce. This is Hela for CityCast Bengaluru.
We'll be right back after a short break.
Welcome back. As companies introduce policies mandating employees to report back to offices, we find many employees resist this move. Our reporter Sunaina speaks to them.
A resume builder report says most companies plan to implement return to office policy by next year. Major corporates such as Infosys, TCS and Goldman Sachs have already implemented their new policy. However, employees feel work from home helps in reducing traveling and provides for a more relaxed work environment.
Over the course of the pandemic, people have come to realize that, at least there's a shift in perspective such that work is a task that you need to complete or a service you render, not essentially a place you go to.
The report also says 28% companies will threaten to fire employees who do not comply with the return to office policy. Amazon has already announced that they would lay employees off who refuse to follow the new guidelines. Employers say they need to have employees back in office to ensure a better work culture.
A lot of resistance, even freshers, they keep asking us that they need to have, a work from home facility, but the deliverables, are not always match.
Experts believe that it is important for employees to move beyond work from home for a holistic learning and proper experience.
Most importantly, for these kind of organizations, along with the work, they also have a huge responsibility of driving their culture. And because of the culture itself, they are able to tune out future leaders.
Experts say it is still a transition period. For CityCast, this is Sanana.
Few migratory birds are visiting the city as man-made lakes impact their bird life. Our reporter Priyanka tells us how.
The study shows decline could be some 90% of birds which come to Bangalore compared to early 90s. There are only fewer species of migratory birds that are spotted.
So diversity-wise, which is the species that were earlier found, which are no longer found, you have things like poachers, which are diving, ducks. Right? Those are gone. You had bar-headed geese which used to come to Bangalore.
Many of the migratory birds are long-distance migrants coming from Arctic Circle. Some of them would be covering an excess of some 24,000 kilometers every year in their migration journeys. And they are threatened in our urban areas.
We grew around the lake. The first thing which used to happen to the lake was the loss of the shoreline. The sloping shoreline went, and then a lot of shorebirds got hit because they would live on the shoreline. But now what is happening is that people want lakes to be open and very clear. So with the net result, a lot of greenery is removed.
Experts say when lakes are rejuvenated, they have to design it scientifically to make it friendlier to the habitat of birds.
So this island region as wide as possible and as less human intervention as possible. So that this provides and diverse vegetation which helps the birds to come and nest and stay there. That is another part.
If we want to bring the birds back to the lakes, we need to follow the measures which are given in Justice N.K. Patil report. Also, we need to increase the green vegetation in and around Bangalore. This is Priyanka from CityCast.
Next we have is an increase in the number of accidents in the city. Our reporter Jomel tells us what contributes to this.
The accident cases in Bangalore have shown an increase according to the Bangalore Traffic Police website. Earlier in 2022, the total number of accident cases was 1,790, including the fatal and non-fatal cases, while this year it has jumped to 2,200, that too only till August.
ഞാൻ ഓൾമോസ്റ്റ് എല്ലാ ദിവസവും ഹെണ്ണൂറിൽ നിന്ന് ഭാരതി IT പാർക്ക് വരെ പോകാറുണ്ട്. ഒട്ടുമിക്ക എല്ലാ ദിവസവും അവിടെ ഭയങ്കരമായിട്ട് റാഷ് ഡ്രൈവിംഗ് കാണാറുണ്ട്. പക്ഷേ ആ ജംഗ്ഷനിൽ ഇതുവരെ പോലീസ് റാഷ് ഡ്രൈവിംഗ് കൺട്രോൾ ചെയ്യാൻ വേണ്ടി ഞാൻ കണ്ടിട്ടില്ല.
According to the traffic police inspector, despite the red light violation detection camera, drivers still tend to break the rules, which adds up to the cases.
So many cameras, RLVDs, so many RLVD cameras are there in some junctions in there put it. So RLVD cameras automatically take the photo and put a case against that vehicle.
As per the traffic management expert, less education on traffic is one reason for the rise of accident cases.
Know like what they are doing, risking at your own life, risking at others' life.
Yeah.
So it's more of that awareness to all the road users, not just drivers, even pedestrians also, like, in busy of the road, they'll just cross the road, a lot of jaywalkers. So we need to have our road, the culture of that safety is.
Basic traffic knowledge and following the rules can help in avoiding accident cases, and it is for one's own safety. For CityCast, this is Jomel.
That's all for today. Thanks for watching.